Are you happy with all of the people you work with? Do you enjoy a positive and collaborative relationship with them? Or do you have those who you secretly wish to just go kapoof, vanish in thin air? I know many people do, and that's a big problem. So, you better watch this video. Don't feel guilty. You are not alone. Because the workplace is one of the few environments where people are forced into relationships, many find it difficult to make meaningful connections instantly. Also, since the relationships formed are based primarily on the context of working together, we are not afforded the luxury of time needed to cultivate trust and acceptance. We are first and foremost expected to form professional relationships to achieve company goals. We are, after all, being compensated to do so. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Practical Wisdom. This episode is going to be part of the Work and Life Success Essentials category, which will focus on personal development topics. Because of the complex nature of this topic, we are going to come up with a new series to give us enough time to cover the necessary discussions that can help you in your journey towards the acquisition, development, and cultivation of your power and influence in the workplace. Whether you're new in your job, aspiring for a higher position, or having relationship issues at work, this series will prove to be a valuable resource that can help you achieve your goals. It's very tempting to think that we don't really need to give much attention to building healthy, productive relationships with everyone at work, especially with those who don't seem to like us at all, and to those who we ourselves don't like at all. However, if you want to advance in your career, you need to realize that you need more people who support you and less people who dislike you. Your success, to a large degree, will depend on your ability to have a positive working relationship with people in your work environment. And that includes your bosses, clients, suppliers, and most especially your coworkers. Because no matter how good your technical skills are, if you can't have people do things to help you achieve your mission in the company when you need them to, it's game over. Power is the ability and capacity to do just that. Make things happen through people. It's present in all areas of life, in our family, the workplace, and in our relationships, shaping almost every interaction we have throughout our day. Although many feel uncomfortable talking about it, the benefits of knowing how to acquire, develop, and increase it over our lifetime will prove to be one of the most profitable investments one could make. Studying the game of power is a lifelong journey. And if you want to get ahead in your career, business, or in life in general, it's high time that you start your learning process now. To ensure that we keep the brand promise of the HarryPound Group To make each learning session relevant and practical, I'm going to make it simple and easy to understand. So, let's dive right in. As power is the ability and capacity to make things happen, it will always involve people because it is people, human beings, who actually mobilize things to fulfill our needs and desires. Understanding human nature is the key to cultivating your own power, regardless of your current status in your organization. Early humans, particularly hunter gatherers, used to live in small tribes of about 100 to 150 people. We did this for practical reasons because we saw the benefit of closely cooperating with each other. You see, compared to other animals, our bodies and senses are weaker. But by cooperating with people we trust and learning to recognize who would be alpha in our tribe, this increased our chances of survival. As we progressed, we understood that power is given to those who play a critical role in the survival and protection of everyone in our communities. Since then, we have lived in a hierarchical society, starting from our families, the most basic unit, business organizations, and sovereign states. We have learned to organize our members into different ranks and levels of importance. The so-called alphas are regarded as important members of our villages, cities, kingdoms, and then empires. They are the ones who exude confidence, considered to be the strongest, the most courageous, the wisest. They are the highly skilled and talented people who will serve the community well. Because of their vital contributions, people in power enjoyed certain perks, including their families throughout history. Benefits such as gaining high respect from members and having people voluntarily do things for them. And fast forward in modern organizations, occupying higher ranks and positions, and of course, getting paid more. Since our discussion on power will revolve around the objective of improving your work relationships to advance in your career, it's important to understand motivation, the inner force guiding our behavior, causing us to do specific actions. If we examine what makes us move, it gets down to two main reasons: moving away from things we don't want, pain and discomfort, and moving towards things that we want, pleasure and happiness. The use of power takes one of two fundamental forms: hard or soft. Hard power uses force or coercion to get what we want from people, while soft power uses attraction or appeal, otherwise known as influence, or the ability to encourage people to do what you suggest. All of us have the ability to exert either of the two forms, and both can produce results. However, we need to understand the fact that people naturally resist being forced into something. Influence, on the other hand, is more sustainable. Finding a way to encourage people to also want what you want will give you the results you're looking for without provoking ill feelings. There's one fundamental truth about power, though: that I need you to always remember. Power is never static. It's either you're increasing or decreasing it with what you do and fail to do. That's why it's important to study it and come up with action steps that you can take so you can improve the way you conduct yourself in dealing with others. As an action step, I want you to reflect on the following. How conscious are you with how you make others feel when you need something done? When you make requests, follow up on agreed tasks, or bringing up problems or concerns? Do you realize that you are utilizing power in communicating with your bosses, clients, suppliers, and coworkers? And what type of power do you usually use? Hard or soft? Think about it carefully, and I'll see you again in our next episode on this series, where we will continue our discussion and talk about more practical and actionable steps. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't. And if you have questions or topic requests, I'm all ears. Until next time, this is Practical Wisdom signing off.